we'll get straight into it, everyone. Joining us today, of course, is Temba Bavuma. Who would like to take the first question? Stu.
Well, easy one. You've had a few minutes. How do you feel now after all of that and everything that the result represents?
Yeah, it's still a bit surreal. I don't know if I'll be able to kind of put my feelings and emotions into words. But I think, just looking at the guys in the changing room, families being there, enjoying the moment with us, I think it really shows us what everything means, why we do what we do, not just for the country, but for our families. I'd say it's been a tough journey for this group. I think we've gotten success relatively quite quickly. But I think in terms of, the talent and the character present in the group, I think that speaks a lot. And I think for the guys who've been around a little bit longer, it probably means it's a lot more sentimental. It means a lot more. I think seeing a guy like KG play like that there at the end probably wasn't at his best with the ball, but I guess from his side, he knew that the opportunity would be there to do something for the team, and he was able to do that. So I think it's performances I get that really speak to what the team is about. But yeah, maybe give me a couple of days, I'll be able to put my thoughts and emotions into words.
Telford, then for those.
Temba, it was a hell of a contest, and I think I would imagine most of the people who played in it would go, yeah, you could have played, the quality of the cricket was maybe not what you wanted. But what does it mean to a team to come through a game like that and come out on the right side of the result?
Yeah, I think, if I look at our campaign, I was saying to Pommy earlier, if you look at our campaign, as much as we're in a position where we're in the final, we haven't been super dominant in our performances. We definitely haven't been clinical or ruthless when the opportunity or the situation is called upon. But I think what we've done is that we've found ways to make sure that the result is on our side. If I look at our batting group, we don't post batters that are averaging 45 plus. All of us are mid-30s, late 30s, which kind of shows that at some point guys are going to make some contribution to the team. If you look at the bowlers, our bowling lineup has pretty much changed almost every series, and guys have come in and have done the business. So, if you put all of that together, as much as you'd like us to be a lot more clinical, first innings, myself and Aiden getting that partnership, you would have wanted one of us, I guess you would have wanted me to support him a little bit more so he can go on to get a bigger score. And that puts us in a much stronger position. And then from the ball as well, the way we started in the second innings, we could have been a much better than again today with the bat. So, it's not ideal cricket that we've been playing, but we're finding a way, and like I said, it speaks a lot to the talent and character within the group.
You didn't hit it.
Yeah, I just heard now from Pommy. I think I just got absorbed in the moment. Bit of an audacious shot, if I could say. Yeah, it's not my first time it's happening, so I don't think people should be surprised, I guess.
Temba, it was really tense in that last wicket partnership. The crowd were in it. People were very anxious. What were you doing?
I was in the toilet, to be honest.
The whole time?
I was sulking. I only came out when we needed about 15 runs. I didn't know what to say to the batters, Marco and KG. KG sits next to me. But I think amongst the other boys, the confidence and belief was there. I'm not really an emotional type of person, but I found myself to be taken aback by the emotion. But yeah, I was hiding in the toilet. That's where I was.
And then at what point did you sort of come out of the bathroom?
When we needed about 15 runs, I could hear the guys clapping, Carl Verena shouting. It was the way you're shouting, it was positive shouts, so I thought, okay, let me come show my head. Yeah.
Who would like to take the next one? Yeah, go Keenan.
Hi, Temba. Congratulations.
Thanks.
That capitulation that you guys had in the middle order that happened, how much do you put that down to just the team wanting to, obviously, the goal of the World Test Championship and the pressure that built outside of just winning this test match for its own sake and with beating Pakistan in the series, and that pressure that brings, and getting into an ICC final and getting over the line, just how do you deal with that? How do you work on dealing with that? Like, if that was the pressure, that caused the pressure in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've achieved success relatively quickly as a team, so it's not a case of you have loads of experience kind of within the team. Yes, you've got myself, Keshav, KG, we've played 50 plus games, but other than that, there's not much from an experience point of view. So I think in certain situations, yes, it will get shown up, that type of experience. That steel will get shown up. But fortunately, the ability is there within the team. Like I said earlier, we haven't been clinical in our performances. I could think of West Indies, how we played there. I could think of Sri Lanka now recently, how we played there. So I guess we've always had those spurs of softness, if I could say, about our game. And I think obviously I guess now it was almost like a semi-final, if you call it, come the final time, situations like that you wanna avoid. But I guess as time goes by, the more guys collect experience, we'll be able to deal with those type of situations a lot better with a lot more maturity.
Just quickly, today and I guess last night, the pressure was incredible. It was palpable, but the most senior players in the team stood up. It was you, Aiden, and KG today. Just how pleasing is that the three seniors in the team stood up when it mattered most?
Yeah, it's massive. I think experience is one thing, but then, in big games, you need your big players to stand up. A guy like Marco Janssen as well, who also came through, and I mean, the second innings, the way he bowled us back into the game. I sat here pre-game doing the presser, answering the question about Aiden, and he showed why, he's a guy that we back fully within the team. So, like I said, in games like these, you need your main players to stand up. You can't rely on your younger players, but in the same vein, you obviously want your younger players to learn from the lessons, from their mistakes, and make sure that when they're in those situations later on in their careers, that they can do it for the team.
Good afternoon, Skipper.
Afternoon.
Congratulations.
Ken?
And congratulations. Skipper, you speak about a journey. Obviously, at the beginning of every cycle, everybody's got an equal chance of going to a final. But what I want to get to is that, did you guys at the beginning genuinely believe that you can make it to a final, given what was happening around the team at the time?
I mean, I don't know about the genuineness, but I think obviously when you start a journey, you put together a goal or vision. That's between the coach and myself, and then we speak about how we want to go about doing our business. And I mean that we were very clear on. We knew that it was going to be a series by series, game by game type of thing. At the beginning, it was all about really trying to solidify what our team looked like. As you would have seen, our team, the makeup of the team changed pretty much every series. I think even now we're still kind of tinkering there and there. But I mean, you don't go into a test championship final or a tournament without your sights on winning it, or at least seeing yourself in the final. So I mean, that was there. And I guess for me personally, I mean, it's something that I believe that the team could do. In saying that you needed certain guys to play a lot better than what they have been playing in the last while, and fortunately we've had guys doing that. So yeah, we believed in our vision. We were clear on how we wanted to do it, and I guess it was all about which players are going to be the ones that do it for us.
Congratulations, Temba, and very well batted. Just before you got out, you had some treatment on your elbow. Did that have anything to do with your dismissal, or just coincidental?
I mean, my elbow, I've been battling with it. Felt it a little bit at that time. I think the painkillers may have worn off. Yeah, I mean, I won't use that as an excuse for my dismissal or the way I kind of played in between that moment. What I will say is that, I mean, I think back a couple of months ago, I was berated and ridiculed for playing in a game where I was injured. Whereas now in the past, I guess 2 series, I've been playing with half a decent elbow, and I haven't heard those sentiments. So I guess for me, it's a learning. Maybe not just for myself, but for people outside of the team. But yeah, my elbows actually are what they are.
Go ahead, Ken.
If I can just ask another one. I think a lot of us have looked at KG's batting and thought there's really a lot of ability there, that there's a lot of potential. Just how pleased are you with the way he batted today? And I don't know if you've had a chance just to chat to him, because I think that's probably his best test innings ever.
I haven't had a chance to chat to him. As soon as I saw him down the stairs, I jumped on him. Obviously enjoy. KG, obviously, we know the talent he has with the bat. I'm just glad he scored those runs. How he did it, I couldn't care, to be honest. It's weird with him. You never know what type of KG is going to come out with the bat. It's the one who wants to play all correct, and then there's the other guy who played the way that he did today. So, I mean, all you want to do really is give him that freedom. But he should score his runs the way he can.
Let's hold on for Coach Shukri. Oh, apologies. One last one. No, go for it.
Hey Temba, I'd just like to know, obviously the Test and Newlands are still waiting, but then there's going to be a lot of other matches and formats and everything, and it's actually now a bit of an anticlimax that the final is only in 5 months. So just talk to us about how this period of 5 months are going to be the waiting period. It's a bit of an anticlimax actually.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, from our side, we'll have to deal with the Test at Newlands. I mean, our goal is still to win the series 2-0, so we'll want to look after that. We'll have those conversations about Newlands come that time. And then, look, for some of us, there's the Champions Trophy, if selected, obviously, that we'll have to go and represent the country there. And then, yeah, like you said, there'll be a lot of downtime. I guess there's the IPL, there's all the T20 leagues. Some guys might be going to county. So I guess we'll have to be switching off. But also kind of at the back of our minds, make sure that focus is there on what we'll need to do come that Test Championship final. We're still yet to know who we're playing against, so I guess we'll be watching a little bit more of that India and Australia series. Sri Lanka still have to play Australia, so we'll be watching there. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say really it's an anticlimax. I think there'll be a nice build-up to it. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much, Temba. Shukri is in the back there, so we'll get straight into that one.